Imagine this. You're in a meeting and your boss asks for ideas on a new project. You have a fantastic idea that could really help the team. But as you're about to open your mouth to speak, a familiar feeling washes over you. That nagging self doubt. Suddenly, it feels like everyone's staring at you and you freeze. Instead of sharing your idea, you just smile and nod along, while a voice inside whispers, "Why would they want to hear from you?" This scenario plays out for so many people, whether it's at work or in social situations or even in relationships. Self doubt can feel like a shadow that follows you, stopping you from reaching your true potential. But what if I told you that this feeling isn't just part of who you are? It's a learned behavior that's deeply rooted in your past. Today, we'll uncover the psychology of self doubt, how our childhood experiences shape it, and practical steps to overcome it. So, if you're interested in finding out more, stick around. Hi there, welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm Nidhi Kapoor, a certified life coach and a hypnotherapist. And today, we're going to talk all about self doubt and how to overcome it. So let's start by understanding the psychology of self-doubt first. You see, self-doubt isn't something we're born with. Rather, it's a learned behavior that often starts in our childhood. Imagine a young boy. Let's name him Alex. That's got to be my favorite name. Alex loved singing and was always excited to perform in front of his family. One day during a family gathering, someone said, "You're a bit off-key, aren't you, Alex?" Now, even though it was just a comment, Alex took it seriously. He was a child after all. And from that moment on, every time he thought about singing or speaking up, a little voice reminded Alex of that comment, whispering, "What if they don't like it?" Many people have similar experiences that shape their inner critic. When we hear negative comments repeatedly, our young minds can believe them, creating doubts that last into adulthood. Over time, these doubts turn into that inner voice of self-doubt. Our subconscious mind plays a big part in shaping self-doubt. Imagine your mind as a library. Your conscious thoughts are the books you actively read, while your subconscious is the entire collection that's stored away, filled with every experience, belief, and feeling you've ever had. Most of our thoughts come from our subconscious. So let's go back to Alex. When Alex grows up and faces a challenge like presenting at work, those old doubts resurface. His subconscious mind has held onto that childhood fear of being judged, making it hard for him to speak confidently in front of others. You see, studies have shown that our subconscious can influence what we do without us even realizing it. So, for instance, if Alex is asked to lead a discussion, his subconscious may bring up that old feeling from his childhood of anxiety, stopping him from speaking up. Now that we understand where self-doubt comes from, let's talk about how to overcome it. Here are 5 steps to help you grow your confidence and stop self-doubt from holding you back. Step 1. Recognize and challenge your self-doubt. The first step is to notice when self-doubt appears. When you feel it creeping in, pause and recognize it. Let's say you're preparing for a presentation at work and thoughts start swirling. What if I mess up? Now, instead of believing these thoughts, ask yourself, is there any real reason to think this way? Imagine being a detective in your own mind. Look for facts that prove that these doubts are wrong. So think back to times when you succeeded, like a school project, where your ideas were well received. You see, reminding yourself of these moments weakens the grip of self-doubt because you're proving to yourself that you're capable. Let me explain this using an example. Picture Lisa, who feels nervous whenever she raises her hand in the class. Now, whenever she remembers times when she answered correctly, Lisa slowly starts to feel more confident. This process of challenging her doubt helps Lisa to speak up without so much fear. Step 2. Use positive affirmations to rewrite your subconscious beliefs. Incorporate positive affirmations or statements into your daily routine. These help replace negative beliefs with positive ones. So, for example, instead of thinking, I can't do this, try saying, I'm capable and prepared. To make these affirmations work better, say them while you're looking in the mirror. Picture yourself succeeding in a challenging situation, like presenting really confidently. The more you practice, the more your subconscious will start to believe these new ideas. Let me give you an example. Think about a swimmer who's afraid of a big competition. Every day she says to herself, I'm strong and ready. Over time, her mind starts to believe it, and she feels more confident as the day of the competition approaches. Step 3. Visualize success in situations that trigger self-doubt. Visualization is a technique that top athletes and performers use to succeed. When you picture yourself doing something successfully, your brain starts to accept that as a possible outcome. So let's go back to our story of Alex. Alex could imagine himself walking into a meeting room, feeling confident and sharing his ideas clearly. By regularly practicing this visualization, his subconscious starts to feel more prepared, which then helps reduce self-doubt. Let's take another example. Think of a soccer player who imagines scoring a goal before a big game. He sees himself on the field, focusing on his moves and hearing the crowd cheer. By doing this, he's building up his confidence for the actual game. And you can practice this too. Step 4. Practice self-compassion to build resilience. Being kind to yourself is absolutely essential in overcoming self-doubt. Research shows that people who are kind to themselves are more resilient and feel less anxious. Let's go back to our friend Alex. When Alex feels that familiar doubt, he could remind himself, it's okay to feel this way. I am still learning. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling nervous or doubting yourself, try to talk to yourself the way you would comfort a friend. You see, this shift in your mindset helps create a supportive inner voice, which pushes away the self-doubt. Let me explain better using an example. Imagine someone who gets anxious before a public speaking event. Instead of beating herself or himself up, they say, I'm just a little nervous, and that's normal. I can still do my best. You see, this simple act of kindness can make you feel stronger and more prepared. And step 5. Reframe past experiences that fueled self-doubt. Revisit those early experiences that may have created your self-doubt. Think about a memory from your past, like a time when someone's words hurt you. So in Alex's case, for example, he could look back on that comment about his singing and realize it was just one person's opinion. You see, by seeing it in a new way, Alex understands now that it doesn't define who he is. This reframing process can take time, but it's really powerful. Recognizing that past comments don't have to control you today helps you break free and feel stronger. I've done a whole video on reframing negative thoughts for positivity that I'm going to link here if you want to check it out. So let me explain this using an example. Picture someone who was once told that they're not smart. And that is the subconscious belief. But by going back and remembering that that was just one person's opinion, they can actually see now how much they've learned and accomplished. And that old belief of I'm not smart starts to lose its power. Remember, self-doubt isn't a part of who you are. It's just a group of thoughts that can be changed. By taking conscious actions and working with your subconscious, you can rewrite the story you tell yourself. Building confidence is a journey, so take it one step at a time and enjoy the process. If you found this video helpful, then I encourage you to think about the beliefs that might be holding you back. Where did they come from? And are they really true? Share in the comments if you've had a moment of self-doubt like Alex and how you handled it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on overcoming self-doubt, building confidence, and unlocking your full potential. Thank you for watching, and remember, every journey to confidence begins with a single step. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.